Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match, not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, it's about that time. It's Monday Night Raw, real estate style. How are you today? On 10-5, Lucky Libra season is in. We're in to win. My birthday coming up too on 10/17. So, we got to represent them Lucky Libras all across the building, all across the world. Tuning in tonight. Got a great show for you tonight. We're going to be doing a real estate case study. Going to show you how this gorgeous house right here, we was able to get this house no money down and make cash flow on a house that we now have $0 invested. So if you want to know about how I did that in complete detail, let me know. What's up? Who's all in here? Who we got watching? We are streaming in multiple places right now. Streaming live temporarily over here on the Instagram, IG at ChrisMonroeSTL. It's only for the first 10 minutes or so, or until this phone die, because it's like 10%. Now, how my phone gets so low, I don't know. But if you want the full experience, hop on over to the YouTube channel at ChrisMonroeSTL. And we're streaming live on the Periscope. Oh, let me share Periscope. I almost forgot. Streaming live on Periscope as well. We're also streaming live on, where else we streaming? YouTube, Facebook, and the Woke Real Estate Investing Group. Streaming live on Facebook itself and Twitch, the gamer site. That's right, we're gamers. Give me 1 second here. Let me pop this out. So before we get kicked off with the show, go ahead, put your name in and where you're chiming in from. We'll give you a quick shout out real quick. All right. Let's see how we looking on here. Share. All right, sorry about that feedback. There we go. So now we share it on Periscope as well. So like I said, we got a great show for you tonight, and we got a great show for you coming up in the following weeks. Next week, Monday night, we're on with a heavy hitter out of Houston, Texas, Mr. Chris Senegal. You might have seen him going viral all over the internet, talking about how he actually buying back the block and rebuilding it and giving people a great place to stay. What to do about gentrification? I know what to do. Buy it up, because America's for sale. But we're going to talk to an expert developer in real estate, Chris Senegal, next Monday, October the 12th, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's going to be a great show. Make sure you're tuned in for that. So that's the 12th of October. And then for the 19th, who we got on for the 19th? I think we got a case study. Yeah, that's what we got. 2 days after my birthday. We got a case study where we're going to be talking to Miss Ashley and Joseph. They just did a wholesale deal, made $14,000 large. That's right. What most people make in about 8 to 10 months. Some people make that in a year. $14,000 in one real estate deal. We're going to be talking to them on Monday, October 19th, 7 o'clock Central Time. That's another case study. We're going to break down their wholesale deal, how they found it, how they did the deal, all the nooks and crannies. We're going to be on with that. The following week, on the 26th of October, we're on with Mr. D. Stevens. He's a real estate strategist and coach, heavy hitter, bringing in the killers, bringing in people to know how to do this stuff. We're going to try to pick his brain, see if we can learn some other ways to talk to sellers, structure deals, and do some other creative stuff. That's a good brother right there, Mr. D. Stevens. He'll be on October 26th, so make sure you're on for that as well. So I think that's going to round out the whole month of October, huh? And if you haven't already, be sure to join that free Facebook group, Woke Real Estate Investors on Facebook, talking about subject to, talking about lease options, talking about seller financing, and so much more. Hop on over there to Facebook and join and let them know where you came from, and we'll get this thing going just like that. Now, these Monday night shows, when they come on, if you ever want to be notified of the shows, it's simple to do. You don't have to worry about YouTube reminding you or Facebook reminding you or anybody reminding you. We'll remind you. All you have to do is text that keyword JV to 31996. Just open up your phone, dial the number 31996 like you're sending a text message, and the message itself will be JV. Now, when you do this, you'll get that free joint venture agreement, and you'll be added to the notification squad as well for upcoming shows. So that's how we're going to do it like that. So for the people that are listening on the podcast, the Woke Real Estate Podcast on Stitcher, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating because we need it to get up in the algorithm. So if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. We about to get this thing going, y'all. It's time to get it popping.
And we have and we have Mr. I Stay Woke, and Mr. I Stay
Woke. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Monroe, and I'm right back at you with another real estate video. Tonight, we got a great show for you. Tonight, we're going to go down and deep dive into this real estate transaction that was done about, 3 months ago or so. Not too long ago, a few months ago. And it's been laying those golden eggs ever since. You know, they say the goose that lays the golden eggs. That's what this thing here is. It's been throwing off money from day one. So let's see who we got up in here. STL, stand up. What's up, Dingy? I see you, man. I hope you're doing some deals, talking to some sellers, locking them up, popping them up. Hello this evening, bro, Chris. That's right. What's up, Edward? Where you coming in from? Oh, all right. Chicago. Chi-Town in the building. I see you. Y'all only like, 4.5 to 5 hours from St. Louis? But you can't wholesale there. Well, you can, but you can only do one deal per year. But, there's ways to get around it. But it is what it is. I understand. That's how the game goes. So who we got up here? Behind the Lens TV. Salute. Hope all is well. Yes, everything is great. Everything is great. So like I say, tonight, I'm just going to break down this deal and answer any of your questions as well. Later on, we're going to open it up so we can, if you want to come into the live stream, you can actually go to wokerealestates.com. There's a link right at the top of the page. You just click that to join into this broadcast. If you want to come on and ask a question about a deal you're working on, about this particular deal itself, or about anything, this is your chance to pick a brain live in full effect. All right. So like I said, if you want to join in on that, just go to wokerealestate.com. And there's a button right at the top of there, and it'll get you joined in, all right? What's up, Miss Nina from San Diego? I see you. All right, so like I said, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share, tag somebody who knows this real estate stuff, help your people out because it's life-changing. I don't know if you saw that video that I put out earlier today, the miracle of real estate. Once you close one of these great deals, you'll be like, oh, man, I got to tell everybody about it. I can't believe y'all don't know. You can't make them do it, but I can tell you. Now, if somebody tell you about it and you don't take action on it, what you want me to do? It is what it is. What's up, Moses? I see you. I see you. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing some good stuff too. All right, so here we go. So this deal here was actually in St. Louis, a great, cute little house. Matter of fact, I'm going to share my screen and show some stuff. So like I said, you people watching on Instagram at ChrisMonroeSTL, hop on over to the YouTube channel for the full experience because we're about to end y'all in about less than 2 minutes. Let's see. Share screen. Share screen. Share that. And boom. All right. So here's the little beautiful house that we sold. It didn't take long to sell this house. But it was actually a pretty good deal. So I'm going to let you see what that looks like. So I'm going to end y'all over here on IG. I see you before you see me. Boop. Save my 3% on phone battery on IG. All right. So for the people that's here watching live, here we go. So this house here, as you see, a beautiful little house right here. Let's see, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,307 square feet. Hope you can see this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hope you can see it. So yeah, so that's the little house right there. We got this house by way of a referral. That's one of the ways a lot of people kind of overlook. Just asking people, do you know somebody looking to sell? Hey, or wearing a hat like that to say, I buy houses. Chris, you be buying houses? Heck yeah, I be buying houses. There ain't no question about that. So that's why people got to know. If they don't know you, they can't flow you. Very simple concept. So this came from a referral from another investor in St. Louis that does deals. Does deals all over too. But they say, most people look at these deals and say, well, we really can't wholesale it. So they kind of go away from it. So when you get the knowledge and the information, like I teach each and every day on wokerealestate.com, where you can go learn everything from the rooter to the tutor, you can learn it all right there for free. Just go watch the videos. There's over 250 free videos right there. Or you can take the time and go through the coaching program and let me hold your hand through every deal. So about this deal here, like I say, it came through on a matter of fact, I can show you the video what the house looked like. Let's watch the video while we yak about it. And I'm gonna mute that. So there you go. That's what the house looks like. Beautiful street right up here in Hazelwood, up in North St. Louis County. Beautiful little property here, brick. Once we go inside, you'll see it's pretty much newly renovated about a year ago. So this house is in pretty much excellent condition. I mean, the only thing was wrong with this house is it needed somebody to live in it and pay that bill, which I'm going to go through in a little bit and show you exactly how all the numbers work, how we structured the deal, how we bought the deal, all that type of stuff. So as you see, the house has a beautiful backyard, nice little sun porch or porch there where you can put your little patio stuff out, side door entrance, driveway. Now, it did not have a garage. That's probably one of the downfalls, and it was a downfall from one of the people who were looking to buy. Like, does that house have a garage? Because, we all got too much stuff. We all got too many cars. We all got too much just of everything. So the way this house was set up was originally, like you see it here, they had this set up as a living room, dining room, even though it was a living room. They had that set up as the dining, eat-in area. Like I say, the house was in great condition, hardwood floors all the way throughout, nice paint, no chips or holes in the walls, beautiful property. The reason the guy was selling it was because it was a rental property for him, and basically the tenants were giving him some type of problem. So, us being great problem solvers, I was all over it. Like, bring it on, man. If they willing to move out, I'm willing to make a deal with it. So that's what I did with that. So I went through the whole property. As you see, they had it all nice. They didn't even need this. I think it was 2 or 3 people living in this house. So they didn't even need all this space. So as you see, they set that up as an office. They set this up as a nice bedroom with a queen size sleigh bed. It's a decent size room. I wouldn't say that room is the biggest room, or these rooms aren't the biggest. They're nice medium size rooms. Evidently, you can fit a queen size bed in there, so it must be something. And then this one was a king, I believe. No, that's a queen too. So another queen size sleigh bed, and that's the master bedroom here we're looking at. So the property, like I say, excellent condition, 3-bedroom. This is one of the baths here. It wasn't a tub in this bathroom, but it was a shower, as you can see here. Now up at the top, I don't know if you see that little spot or something. I don't know if I showed it on the video. I didn't really show it. It had one little spot up at the top, like something got peeled off. Easy fix, handyman type stuff, virtually nothing. Here's the full bath, got a tub, shower, sink, everything else. Now, where the money maker was this kitchen. Look at that beautiful kitchen. All white with gray floors. As you can tell, agreeable gray all through there. Stainless steel appliances. And guess what? We got to keep the appliances. That nice stainless steel oven, that nice stainless steel microwave above it, that nice stainless steel dishwasher, double sink, cute little kitchen with island where you can actually do stuff. So those are the first couple of rooms. He actually took his refrigerator. We did not get to keep that beautiful $3,000 stainless steel fridge, but I would have loved to have it. Why not, right? Although in the basement, when I go down there, there's 2 more freezers. So we got to keep 2 freezers as well. So we got some free appliances with this house. People don't really look at that, the upside of the things that you get additional to the property that people just don't want. And if those of you that don't know, I have a whole furniture store here in St. Louis called St. Louis Consignment Gallery. So we can definitely find a new home for your unwanted, beautiful items that you don't want. So this here, I guess, was a living room. But you could almost make that into a bedroom because it did have a closet. It does have 2 walkout doors right there, as you can see. One was behind me, the one we saw on the outside, and then another here going out onto that sun porch. Beautiful house. Thanks for tagging Kimberly. Appreciate that. Thanks for tagging these people. Bring in some people. Let them know we over here talking that real estate talk. Somebody gonna come through and show them. So it was a seller. Was this a seller mortgage holdback? So we bought this house on a wrap around mortgage, or you might hear them called a multi-mortgage, or you might hear them called a wraparound deed of trust, because we're a deed of trust state here in Missouri. We don't have mortgages here. So here was another office. Like I said, this house just keeps going. It was this, you couldn't use this as a bedroom because it was not a walkout basement. Not a walkout basement. So you could not use this as a bedroom, although it did have a closet, and as you see, it was another room. So you got 2 full finished rooms in the basement. They use it as another like lounging area, TV area, something like that. So it actually was good. So here's the 2 freezers I got for free. How you love that? 2 freezers, and here's the unfinished side of the basement. So like I said, this house needed virtually nothing. It needed you to move in it. Electrical dryer hookup, washer dryer hookup right there, ready to go. No cracks or anything ridiculous in the foundation. Newer, updated hot water heater and furnace. Nice spot. Same thing I said. I was ready to move in there. Only reason I didn't is because this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. What one guy like me gonna do with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house? Gotta hurry up and get married so I can get a house like this for myself. So there you go. You got this electrical box, electrical panel. I don't know why that thing was missing on the bottom, but so that's the thing too. So when we get these deals, when we buy them like this, I typically buy them as is and sell them as is. I try not to do any work to these properties. Some people be looking for something to fix, but I don't normally do that. You say it's a perfect size spot for a single man. No, no, there's a lot of room. I don't know. You see all this space? That's 2 finished rooms downstairs, that unfinished space on the other side, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and that other room over there, and a big fenced-in backyard, which we ain't even go out to yet, that I think I'm going out to now in the video. That's a lot of room. What am I gonna do with all that? Privacy fence on the left, and actually the next door neighbor stuff was decked out. I was like, dang, I thought this house was something. Oh yeah, plus we got some tools and stuff in that garage shed out there, a lawnmower and some other stuff out in that shed in the backyard. So like I say, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It seems like you're just getting a house, you're just getting this, but like, no, you getting some stuff, man. I mean, this thing just pays out for no reason. So the first one you bring home won't leave. Exactly. They're gonna be like, oh, I kind of like you, Chris. You kind of cute now. You wasn't cute till you brought me home to this thing, huh? You know they'll play that game, right? So like I say, it's a nice house, shaded area all through the back, a lot of trees, a lot of leaves when it's time to rake. Have a party. That's right. Got to do something over there. So also, if you are watching in the Woke Real Estate Investing group on Facebook, there's a link I put right into the description that just says, show your name. Please click that link and give permission for us to show your name and profile, so it doesn't say Facebook user as it says right now. Just do it one time. Once you do it once, you'll never have to do it again. Just give them permission. So here's the property. I wish I could have kept some of this furniture because there was some nice stuff there. So what do you think about that house? How do you grade that house on a scale of 1 to 10? If you was to grade that property. Beautiful property up here in Hazelwood. Now, this house wasn't perfect, like I said, but it was damn near close to it. I mean, how close to perfect you want of a house? You know, the sink could have been a little bigger, but it is a double sink. You know, it's got little stuff, exposed brick, fireplace, electrical fireplace. You know, it was a decent property, I would say. But it was definitely something good. So, like I said, we acquired this property on a wrap around mortgage, which is similar to a subject to. You see a lot of people throw the word subject to. That just means you're going to buy a property subject to the existing financing. Just means the property is going to be transferred because you have the deed and you have the loan. They are not attached permanently. A lot of people think when you buy a house, you got to pay off that loan. It's simply not true. It's a myth. You can buy the house because the deed shows ownership and the loan just shows the debt. Real simple, real clean. We bought this property and kept the debt in the seller's name. We put the property in our name. All right. Real simple. The debt stays in the seller's name. The house comes over to our name. The deed, because the deed shows ownership, regardless of any liens, regardless of any encumbrances or any other funky stuff. Who got the deed? That's who got the ownership. So when you're buying these houses, you want the deed, preferably a warranty deed. You know, there's different types of deeds because some deeds have special restrictions. You have quit claim deeds where they don't really offer any protection to the person buying it, where they just say that the seller relinquishes or gives their property to somebody. You would normally do that, like if you're in a family. Say your mom has a house and she want to give it to you. You're the only child. She can quit claim deed it to you. QUIT. Quit claim deed it over to you and say, here you go, little Johnny. Here you go, little Johnetta. Here you go, little baby. Here's a house I'm going to deed over to you from family member to pass it down to generation to generation. That's one reason to use that. Other than that, I would never suggest using a quit claim deed. So this one was bought with a warranty deed, went through a title company. So like I said, this seller, somebody did ask a question. Let me see what that was here. You giving it a 7 or 8, Moses? Yeah, I'm gonna give it about an 8 or a 9. Really, when you look at when I show you these numbers, you're gonna give it a 10. I ain't got to the numbers yet because it gets juicy. Let's see. Tia says, can you give the instructions again on how to obtain the joint venture form? Oh, sure. To get that, all you have to do is text JV to 31996. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen there for you. Just text that keyword JV to 31996. That'll help you out if you're working with other people. So in regards to this deal, the seller had a tenant in there. So the loan on this property, the seller is paying it, and they had a tenant in there paying, I think, maybe $1,100 or $1,200. And the payments on this house is $1,000 a month. Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, PITI, about $1,000 a month. It's like $1,028, give or take, something like that, but $1,000 a month for today's class. And the tenant had somebody in there, or the seller that I bought it from had somebody in this property for paying like about $1,200 a month. So when you're doing traditional rentals, $200 a month is not really cash flow. One little fix up, one little thing that need to be fixed, one little leaky faucet can eat up your whole year's cash flow. Because say if you're making $200 a month cash flow in a house and you're doing traditional rentals now, I'm talking traditional, where you either have a property management that's going to eat up some of your money, or you're the property management that's taking up your time, or something breaks, a leaky faucet, something happened, life happens, and something needs to be repaired. Who gets to fix that? The landlord. The landlord. I'm not a landlord, so I do it in a different way. So like I said, we bought this house here on a wraparound mortgage. Matter of fact, let me pull up this sheet that might show you. I think I got a sheet here that can break this down. Here, let me pull this up. So if this video is giving you any kind of value, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share, invite some people in here because we're going to get into the numbers now and see how we can break it down. All right. We're going to get into the numbers. Let me see here. Take this off the screen. Take that off right there. All right. So now, as far as the numbers are concerned, the ARV, or after repair value, for this property was about 145. I was about 140. I lied. About 140K, right? $140,000. What do we buy the house for? The loan balance. We bought it for the loan balance, which I think was about 148K. So already right there, you see a wholesaler cannot touch this deal. It's no equity. It's actually upside down for all intents and purposes, to be honest. It's actually upside down, because if you were to sell this property at an ARV of about 140 to 145, give or take, I'm gonna say 140 to 145 because I did see another house over there, but it's upside down for today. We're gonna say it's no equity, so a wholesaler can't touch this. Where you're trying to buy a house and, oh yeah, man, I give you $80,000 for your $140,000 house. It ain't gonna happen on this because he owed that much, right? So a wholesaler can't touch it. Most real estate investors can't touch it unless they know how to do these creative deals. a real estate agent can't list it because that's going to eat up their fees, right? If they were to list it for a full asking price of 148, right, what they owe on it, when you count the real estate commissions, the closing costs, seller concessions, and any other kind of gotchas that they might throw in there, they're in a negative. The seller will actually have to bring money to closing to do this deal. Make sense? We don't want the seller bringing money to closing. Now, if they are wanting to bring money to closing, I ain't gonna tell them not to, because we have run across people like that in the past. However, for like this deal here, you don't really want the seller didn't have money to bring to the table. So if you got a seller that doesn't really have money or don't want to bring money, and they giving you a house and it can cash flow like this one, like I'm going to show you in a moment, no brainer, right? I'm trying to get this thing off the screen here. What the heck? Banners, no comments, no banners. Take this off. Boom. All right. They keep messaging and stuff. People messaging me. So now, like I say, when it comes to this deal here, like I said, the monthly payment is about $1,000. I think it was like $1,025 or something like that. About $1,000 a month, right? When we bought this house, talking to the seller, we usually buy with nothing down, okay? If they say nothing, okay, I'm done. If they say, oh no, man, I gotta get something down. So what's the lowest you'll accept as a down payment? They say a number. If it works good, it's good. If it's not good, it's not good. You know, too much down could kill a deal. Like some of these people be bringing deals like, yeah, I got this deal, man. You only got to put 30,000 down. 30,000 down. Is that a deal? I mean, that's it could be a deal. Don't get me wrong. But for the way we do real estate, the creative, the woke way, we usually buy with nothing down. Okay. So guess what we did? A goose egg. We put nothing down. Closing costs. I want to say, matter of fact, let me check the hood real quick. Let me see. I got the hood. You know how people be saying, what's the hood? What's the hood say? I be like, man, we got hoods too, man. We got hoods. Let me pull up a hood for you. $980 approximately. Let me pull this up for y'all. I got to show y'all a hood. Y'all want to see a hood? The housing urban development statement. Let me see. There it is. Boom. So yeah. So this was the settlement statement. Yeah. So we did buy it for $148. So to buy this house, I had to bring $979.20 to closing. Now that's right there. Let's just stop right there for one moment. How many houses could you buy for $980? Let me know. How many houses could you buy for $980? They look like this. This is the power of the creative real estate. Just this alone, before I even get into the cash flow where I make money yet on it, this is crazy. This blows me away still to this day. So in real life, not only did I buy the house, no, take that back. I didn't just buy the house. I was paid to take the house when I show you how we exited on it. Paid to take it. How many houses have you been paid to take? So that's how we structured this deal. So out of pocket, $979.20 for the closing costs, right? That's the hood. And people say, show some hoods. There you go, right there. There's your hood settlement statement. We closed on that deal on June 25th, now that I see. So yeah, that's the settlement statement to show you how we broke everything down. Closed on it in a trust. We close these deals in a trust. Some people say you don't have to, and you don't have to. I just do it that way because that's how I was taught. So, and I'll go into that in a little bit if y'all want me to. So this is the hood settlement statement. I'll let it go through one more time so you can see the closing costs were. So I paid seller side and buyer side closing costs, $979.20. So let me stop that. So that's how we did that. That's crazy, ain't it? Let me see what we say. See some comments in here. None. That's right, Waddy. None. What? No money down? Yeah, zero. So we put no money down on that deal, right? And then, so $979.20. Let's put that in our little sheet over here. Let me put it back up on the screen for you. All right, so closing costs, $979.20. Repairs. How many repairs did we do? None. Remember, I told you we buy these houses for what? No money down. We do what with them? Do we fix on them? Not me. Now you can. I ain't gonna say, I don't know if you saw any of my other case studies where I've showed you where I sold a house twice and never did no repairs on it. Got $4,000 down from the first person and another $10,000 down from the second person on the same house that I never did no work in, that I didn't have no money in, but about $1,200. That's on another house. That's a different case study. You can look back on my YouTube channel if you want to get the full breakdown of that particular deal. It says something about how, let me see, I don't remember exactly what it say, but it's on my YouTube channel in the Woke Real Estate. Check that out. WokeRealEstate.com for the full breakdown of that. So as you see here, there was an additional cost to this property. We did have somebody referral, right? We typically pay anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on a referral. I paid $1,000. I try to pay at least $1,000, just because I like people to bring me deals. Bring me a deal. You got a deal you don't want to do nothing with? Bring it to me. Matter of fact, let me put my email up here just in case y'all got a deal that you don't want to do nothing with. And you're like, I'll just send it on over to you and make me a finder's fee. Send them $1,000 finder's fee. Chris@wokerealestate.com. That's my email address. Shoot me a message. Chris@wokerealestate.com. So this deal was brought to me. Somebody that couldn't wholesale it said they'll bring it on. And there we go. So our all-in amount to buy was what? $19.79.20. So under $2,000 all in, right? So that's just to acquire the property. That's not showing how we make money yet. That's just show you right there. If you can't make money with that, you already lost. Chris Jackson, what up, though? If you can't make money on buying a beautiful house like that for under $2,000, you probably shouldn't be doing real estate. You need to go back to boot camp and learn some more. So how did you locate this deal? This was sent to me by a referral. You got to let people know. If they don't know you, they can't flow you. I buy houses. Everybody knows I buy houses. All on the social media, all on real life. Your family members might go list a property with a real estate agent. Don't even know you in the business. You know what I mean? Your uncle, your cousin, your auntie, your nephew, whoever, somebody in your family right now probably has a property. You didn't even let them know you in the business. Now, did you? Not saying they have to work with you or anything like that, but you need to at least let them know or let them be aware that, hey, yes, I'm actively looking for deals all the time. That's why I wear a hat to say, I buy houses. You can get you one at wokerealestate.com if you want a hat like this. Wokerealestate.com. Get you one of those. Let me take this email address off. So yeah, if you do that, you should be good to go. All right. Let me see what we got here. So we got the property all in under $2,000. Now we bought the house for about $148,000. Now the exit strategy on this deal, my favorite exit strategy is the lease with an option to buy. The lease with an option to buy. So meaning they're going to put some down payment down and they're going to rent it from me until they go take their time and go get their own loan from a bank and cash me out. They're going to cash me out, cash the bank out, and make another check on the back end if you created some equity. So the selling price, full price of $165,000. Remember, I just created equity out of thin air. The ARV ain't nothing but about $145. When you sell it on terms, they're not that price sensitive. Most people are not, to be honest. Plus, you got over time, say they take 2 or 3 years to go get a loan. By the time they go catch up, it'll be about even. Now, the amount they owe me today when they close on it is the amount they're going to owe me 2 years from now, 1 year from now, because unless they pay some extra money onto it, because it's a lease with an option to buy. You might hear it called rent to buy, rent to own, things like that. So they have to get their own loan to buy the house. I still retain ownership for all intents and purposes until they cash me out. If they don't cash me out, I get to go find another person. They go give me some more money. So this person here, he really got a good deal because he only put $8,000 down. But remember, I'm only in it for $2,000, so I'm ahead already. Right there, $6,000 free money. So right there, right at that $8,000, I'm already $6,000 ahead, and I got a free house that I have no money in. Give me a thumbs up if that resonates with you. Let me know if that's touching you a minute, because I mean that's powerful stuff. Just there, right there, before I even get into the real stuff, because I'm just inching into this inch by inch. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much stuff, because I know it's kind of complex, but it really ain't. When you take the time to learn it, you can do this stuff. When you learn how to structure these deals. So like I say, this person who moved in, he paid full price 165, gave me 8,000 down. So what's 165 minus 8? What's that, like 157 or something like that? He still owes me 157. He got to go get a loan for 157,000 before he can cash me out. Now here's where we make the cash flow at. When I was talking to the tenant buyer, that's what they're called, the person that's going to move into the property, the tenant buyer, they're going to tell you that, hey, yeah, you know what? I asked them a question. How much can you put down? What is the most you can put down? He told me he had about 8,000. Okay. I'm in it for $2,000. I'm over right now. So this is better than a wholesale deal already right now. Because remember, I'm staying in the deal. I get to keep the house and get the cash flow. I then asked them, what is the amount that you can pay monthly? Right? I asked, how much can you pay monthly? He said $1,600. That's already right there. What's this? I'm paying 1,000. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm paying about 1,000, 1025. He paying 1,600. What's that right there? Cash flow right out the gate. What's that, like $5 or $475? Almost $500 a month. Free money. Now, let's see here. In pocket at closing with tenant buyer. So like I say, he put 8,000 down. I'm in it for 2,000 to get the deal. So I'll get $6,000 in free money. And I lied. It's not the right place. This goes out here. Cash flow is 475. I made a sheet and didn't even do it right. So profit. So how much profit we gonna make? Because remember, we selling it for 157. We only owe about 148, which is gonna go down over time as we pay it. And I see you, top dog over there, and people that's trying to come in and ask questions. I'll open it up for questions in a minute. Like I say, if y'all have any questions, all you have to do is go to wokerealestate.com. There's a big button right at the top of the screen, wokerealestate.com, if you want to come into the live stream and ask any questions. But I want to try to answer them before we get to them. So if we bought it for 148, sell it to him for 165, that's what? Let me cheat. 165 minus 148 is what? 17,000 in free equity that I created out of thin air, right? 17K. But remember, he put 8,000 down. So minus his 8. That's still 9,000. Right there, right? 9,000 right there. So that's free money that I ain't do nothing for. Can I get a thumbs up or something for that? Just a thumbs up, a half of a like, a half of a share, a half of a shrug your shoulders if you really don't care. So for those who just joining in, I am doing a case study here just to show you a complete breakdown of a creative real estate deal bought for no money down. And we're going to take $6,000 in free money. Actually, that's the equity right there. And here's the profit, 17. Go there. All right, so there we go. Now it looks right. So I'm going to go back up here to the top. The ARV is about 145-ish. The monthly payment to the bank is 1025, and that's PITI, which stands for what? Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. The down payment was $0. The closing cost was $980, give or take. $0 in repairs, and we paid a $1,000 referral fee for somebody for bringing the deal. So under $2,000 all in. The seller on a lease option sold it for full price, $165,000. He gave $8,000 down, which means he now owes $157. He pays $1,600 a month on a lease. That's the lease. But I remember, I ain't doing no repairs, ain't doing no maintenance, ain't doing no tenants, toilets, termites, and all that other crap. All I do is collect checks like Bank of America, pay the bank, and keep the difference. So we created $17,000 in free profit out of thin air, and then we got $9,000 in equity minimum if he decides to go get a loan in the future, which is probably going to be more than that because remember, our debt pay down is going down over time. So $6,000 at pocket at closing with tenant buyer, and we get a cash flow of about $475 per month while we wait. Now, if that don't make you say, dang, I need to learn some of this real estate stuff. What's really going on? And Top Dog, I see you were in there. I don't know what happened. I'll bring you in a few minutes here. And anybody else that want to come in and ask questions. I see we loaded up on comments over here. Let's see what we got. Moses say, yeah, thumbs up. Let's see here. I buy properties with 20% down to keep my mortgage low. Don't want to get over leveraged. I can understand that, King, but I'm buying them for no money down, no risk. I'm actually being paid to take houses. Now, let me make sure you saw this again. Let me pull this down because I don't think you saw what house we talking about here. We talking about a beautiful house up in Hazelwood, Missouri that didn't need any repairs. We ain't talking about no raggedy house. We talking about a beautiful house. Look at them floors. You can eat popcorn off them floors. Look at that. Clean and shiny. Looking nice. I even had plants through there. They moved all that stuff out too, like 3 days after I came from this house. So yeah, 70K or less single family home. So yeah. All right. So let's see here. How long do they have to execute that option to buy? Good question. So like I say, everything we do when it comes to creative real estate is about asking questions. I asked the seller, how long do you need before you need to qualify? He said, I need about 2 years. Okay. I gave him 2 years. Some people say a year. Okay. Some people say, just give me 18 months. Okay. 3 years, maybe, depending on what they're putting down. Because the only problem is you can run into, say you put somebody in one of these for a long term. Say you're like, I'm going to put them in for 10 years, right? It sounds good on the face of it, but say over 10 years, your taxes go up in your area and you still got them at this low rent rate. And you don't have a chance to go raise that rent rate coming up 2-3 years down the line or a year down the line. I don't mind raising it every year, $50, $25, $10, something, because it's a cost of business, right? Your taxes are going to go up. Your insurance could go up. We don't know. The cost of living has been going up and up and up since you've been on planet Earth. So I'm going to assume, just from seeing that the price is going to keep going up. So they got 2 years on this particular deal. All right. Playboy, if I'm saying your name right. All right. What's up, Vanessa? I see you. All right. So I exit the chat and hit the thumbs up because I can feel that in my plums. All right. Yeah, you people that are watching on the live on YouTube, jump out of the chat and go back and get this video a thumbs up. Help me out, get the algorithm popping, because we only got about 35 people watching across platforms. Now, when somebody come give you this kind of jewels for free, I would say, man, I'd be all up in there. That's just me. I don't want you to be that person. I want you to be that one to say, let me go figure out exactly how they doing these deals, because this stuff is life-changing. You can go pay rich dad, poor dad, what they charge, $80,000, $90,000 to learn the same stuff. The same stuff I'm giving you right now for FREE, right over the internet. Come on now, y'all. Stay woke or wind up broke. That's how we do it. All right. I didn't have a question. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Miss Renee, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been hiding at? So let's say 2 years after he's still going to owe you $157,000, and let's say you owe 140, you got like 17 more after 2 years. That's exactly right. Now, I do have a property that's something like that similar happened. Let me see something here. I may be able to pull this up. This is a different property. Let me see if I can pull it up. I got another house I did a similar deal on. Matter of fact, it was my first one that I ever did. The first one that I ever did like this, I actually bought the house. I had to come out about $3,500 to get that property, but the seller or the buyer, the tenant buyer, came in and gave me $20,000 down to move into that property. $20K. Is that crazy or what? Let me see here. I don't know if I can pull this thing up. Can I pull it up? I was just trying to see what the balance is. How much we owe. Oh, I can't pull it up. I don't have a login on here. Well, nevertheless, I got another deal that I did similar to this. Let me see something. I've got to be able to get this off of here. Y'all lying. I can't see the numbers. Maybe I pull up a statement. Well, I ain't going to mess with it. So basically, I had a deal where, like I say, it was similar to this. And I only had it for 2 years. We closed on that deal in December of 2018, back when I first started doing real estate. My very first subject to creative real estate transaction, where I got a $20,000 check on the front end on that deal. He's been paying it down for 2 years. That property, when I got it, it was owed like $140 14 or something like that. But her interest rate is so low, it's like 3%. So we paid that balance all the way down to like 72,000 now in 2 years. Same thing I said. So it's down to like 72,000, but he still owes me like 135. So I got equity in that property. Even if he cashed me out or if I go refinance it or do something else, you can do all of that. But no, I don't want to make this too complex. So that's really the answer to this though here. Yeah, so equity, debt pay down can build your equity up where you can get a bigger check. That's basically the answer to it. Would you explain how you close it in a trust? Yeah, sure. So let me put this up here. Yeah, so we close this in a trust, and I don't want you to get too caught up in it. A trust is to do nothing but to take title to a property. Nothing more, nothing less. It ain't going to get in bank accounts. It ain't going to do a whole bunch of stuff. It's doing nothing but to hold title to property. The title will be held in a trust, a revocable grantor trust. You may hear a lot of people refer to it as a land trust. Land trust this, a land trust that. Land trusts are only recognized in like 6 states. So state of Missouri don't even recognize a land trust. They recognize a revocable grantor trust. So that's the way we close this. And a revocable grantor trust. That's what it's actually called. We close it in that. It's basically a trust document to say, here's a warranty deed to trustee. That's the document that's being signed by the seller to transfer it over to the trust. And then a trust agreement, which breaks down the beneficial interest of the trust and all the ins and outs and the breakdowns. Just 2 documents. You can get them at wokerealestate.com. It's a trust agreement and a trust warranty deed to trustee. 2 documents. That's all it is. And you close it through using those documents, and it's closed through a real estate attorney. Like all of these deals, some people tabletop close these deals, but I wouldn't suggest doing that. We close all these deals through a real estate attorney just to protect you in the deal, just in case something comes up later. They say, oh, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot that. We don't want none of that. We're going to have a witness as the attorney was the one who closed the deal. So even if you messed up and did something illegal or immoral or wrong, he coming to the court with me, baby. If I'm going down, somebody coming with me. Can I get a hey man? So that's how we're going to do that. So give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share, and hopefully that helps breaks down a trust for you. Good question. Let's see what else we got over here. Yes, Renee, I see you. You say, this is the bomb. That's right, Miss Merritt. Thank you. Jewels being dropped. All right, Chris, do you use any of the monthly cash flow, or do you just let the entire $1,600 go into the principal pay down? So yeah, it's free money. You know, that free cash flow goes straight into Hip Pocket National Bank. I can use that to pay down the principal if I want to, but I don't. I just let it sit because I don't have no money in it. What can I lose? Remember, I got paid to take this house. I have no money in it. He's paying for the loan. He's taking care of the house. I don't have to do anything but just collect the check, make the payment to the bank, and keep the difference in my pocket, right? Even though it's only like $475, it's free money. Wouldn't you like an extra $500 a month for no reason? Put a 3 in the comments if you want an extra $500. Matter of fact, no, put a 500 in the comments if you want an extra $500 every month for free. Put 500 in there. Let me know that would be good for you. All right, let's see what we got here. So 3 years is as long as you would go, depending on the person. Like if somebody gave me, $20,000, $30,000 down, I might give them longer, depending on what they're paying. So like we see this deal here got almost $500 in cash flow. Are the taxes going to go up that much over in that time? They could. Now we got slim cash flow like $200 or $100 or really no cash flow at all. No, we want to put them on short term, 1 year. 1 year. Because we gotta go back and raise their rent up. Once you lock them in, you want to have your opportunity to be able to go back and raise the rent. Does that make sense? We want to have the opportunity there. So 3 years I would rather do 2 years on the longest, just depending on the situation. But that's the beauty of creative real estate. It's all creative. You create it out of thin air. I ain't did nothing magical. All I did was ask good questions, shut it up, and let them tell me what they're willing to do. All right. So, yep, that's how we did that. Yep, so that's the property there. So like I said, if anybody did have any questions, I want to come into the live stream. If you're working on a deal or something and you need some help with it, this is your time to come into the live stream now before we wrap this thing up. All right. So how do you avoid the due on sale clause? So that's one of the reasons that we do close in a trust, because when you close in a trust, a revocable grantor trust, or the way it's written in the St. Germain Act of 1982, I believe, if you transfer it into a trust for estate planning purposes, it prohibits the bank from calling the loan due. Keyword, prohibits the bank from calling the loan due. So, they could still try, and it's legal. It's a legal maneuver. If somebody did want to try to call the loan due, you can, do a strategy to try to get out of that. And that's more advanced stuff, but, I wouldn't want to get too deep into that right now. You say, dang, that's bad bleep, Chris. That's right, Ernesto. That's right. Dropping jewels. So hopefully this video is providing you some value just to let you know what's possible. Now, if you ever want to go say, well, how do I actually go through this in my situation on a deal that I'm doing or what I'm going through, go to wokerealestate.com. Like I said, we got over 250 free real estate videos that breaks this stuff all the way down from the rooter to the tutor. If you can go through and watch the videos, you can learn it for free. Or if you want to be coached by me, we have one-on-one coaching and we have group coaching. You can check that out at wokerealestates.com. Go get the information on that and see what that's all about. Wokerealestates.com. Right here. Wokerealestate.com. And I think we only have a few slots left as far as coaching is concerned, matter of fact, because I don't like to have too many people because coaching does take a lot of work and it takes a lot of energy. Matter of fact, one of my students, Dan, I don't know if he's watching now, he did his first deal in 2 weeks being in the program already, doing his first wholesale deal. He's going to make $9,000. $9,000 on his first deal. Damn, I ain't make that kind of money on my first deal. So here's wokerealestate.com right here. And like I said, this is the button you go in there and click if you want to join into the live stream and ask questions right now. So yeah, if you want to come on here, if you're looking for contracts, you can get them. You just click right there where it says I want contracts. And you see all these different, this is a wholesale package, everything you need to do a wholesale deal. Here's everything you need to do a lease option deal. Here's everything you need to do a subject to deal, the paperwork. This is all paperwork stuff. Deal insurance if you need to protect your deal if you're doing. And you can go in and get my bros pre-inspection checklist and all that for Section 8 with Chris Haskins. All that's right there at wokerealestate.com. So if you want to know about the coaching, the real estate training and coaching, that comes with a lot of stuff. It's a video. We do a weekly calls where we go on and go through deals, case studies, answer questions. I even talk to your sellers if I can, things like that. Like I say, go through, you can go and schedule a strategy phone call. If you just want to call, you can do that, a 30-minute or an hour call. Just go in there and click that big red button and set that up. If you want to, let's see, here's a testimony. Let's see what she had to say. Could have been me, could have been you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Uh-oh. Hi, Ashley.
You got me on the live looking crazy.
Oh, don't worry about it. Show me them numbers. Look at them checks. That's what I'm talking about now.
Yes.
You ain't looking crazy. How are you?
Good. I am good. Thank you for asking.
So you said you looked at one of my videos and went and got a first lease option deal.
I've been following you on Facebook for a while. And I have a lease option in North Carolina. Hold on. And I got a lease option in North Carolina. So thank you so much. I've been following all of your information from Facebook. I didn't even know I had you on Instagram. I've been following you on Facebook, but I just seen you on live on Facebook. So I was like, let me hop on and just thank you so much for everything, all the value that you give out here. Seriously.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Taking action. How hard is it to watch a few videos and take some action?
Take action. That's it. Just take action. Do it. Don't say you're going to do it. Don't analysis paralysis. None of that. Just do it. All
right, so there you go. That's somebody that just watched some videos and took action. So when it comes to the actual coaching program, people always say, what comes with the coaching? Here's a breakdown. So you got weekly video calls that help with problems as they arise, because with these real estate deals, there's always a problem. Marketing strategies and lead generation tips. Wholesale creative real estate deal structuring, negotiating with buyers or sellers. If you're trying to close a deal with a buyer or a seller, I'm gonna help you with that. The help me. Document and contract review to make sure your paperwork's right. assistance with research and comps, cold calling practice, handling sellers' objections. Because that's really the hardest part of these creative deals, because they're going to ask you, so what about the due on sale clause? Or what about this? Or what about that? You got to be able to handle those objections and sound confident, or you lost. If you sound like you don't know and all that, you're done. So we help you with that. Making offers using a multiple offer strategy helps you with that. Answers your questions if you get stuck. Closing tactics. I'll look into your business to help you identify areas that need improvement, whether it's the marketing, whether it's the sales, whether it's the lead generation, whatever it is. Try to help you any way we can there. Help you with finding and training virtual assistants to help you expand your deal if you're already doing it. Referrals to other real estate professionals, attorneys, etc. If I know somebody in the business, I can refer you. You will have the knowledge of the services that I use daily in the real estate business. If I know about it, you know about it, because I don't share everything on this internet for free. If y'all don't know, if you think this free stuff's good, get in the coaching program if you want me to lift the hood back and show you all the bells and whistles and all the tricks and trickery. It ain't really no tricks or trickery, but if you want to get more, that's what you want to do there. You will have the knowledge that I have there. Basically, this is a service for someone that's trying to get into the business that know they need help or already been in the business. You will have opportunities to partner on deals if you're in the coaching program, and if you're local, we can go on actual walkthroughs and things like that. Seller appointments, everything. Bonus, you get all the paperwork, the stuff I just showed you previously on that page. You get all the paperwork to do everything. So the group coaching program right now is $600 a month. That's pretty cheap. It's month to month. You can stay on as long as you like, or you can say, you know what, I don't want to be in but 1 month. That's what some people do, 2-3 months, and they're done. I don't really want people staying in it too long, but some people like staying on long. They might like it. So if you want to find out more about that, go check it out. WokeRealEstate.com. That's the website. And let me see if I can answer some more of y'all questions. Like I said, if you want to come into the live stream right now, all you have to do is come on in. All right. And like I said, those hats and things like that, you can get them right there at WokeRealEstate.com. Different colors, as you can see too. The visors, you can actually edit that and make it say Chris buys houses, you buy houses, we buy houses, whatever, right? So check that out. Let me see if we got any other questions in here now. Just tuning in. What's up, goddamn Can? Good to see you. All right, let's see here. Would I be the trustee or the beneficiary? So the way I structure mine is I have somebody else be the trustee, or sometimes I'm the trustee, or an LLC could be a trustee, which it looks like somebody here is asking. Yeah, trustee can be in some states, depending on your state. So you can have a trustee, and then you can have, mine's a set up to where I have somebody as a trustee. I have me as, or actually, I'm sorry, not me, the trustee, and then I have the beneficiary as an LLC, and I'm under the LLC. So it's layered out. So if you want to sue me, you'll be practicing, because I don't own anything, own nothing, and control everything. So if you look on county records, you won't say, oh, Chris Monroe got all his real estate. Hell no. So if we have a, God forbid, car accident or do something where people feel like I want to sue you, you going to sue me? You ain't getting none, because I don't own nothing, man. I'm just like you, man. I'm indigent. So good to have you there. 500. They want that 500. That's what I'm talking about. Free money. Who wouldn't want $500 of free money every month on a house you got no money in? Forget a wholesale. Now a wholesaler couldn't touch that deal, like I was saying. So, it makes it difficult. So yeah, that's that property right there. Any other questions, comments, concerns before we get up out of here and do some more woke stuff? Would you recommend subject to for a new investor? With training, yes. Only if you're trained. Not if you don't know what you're doing and just trying to wing it. No, I wouldn't suggest doing it, because it's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of little intricate details. There's some disclosures you need to give them when they're signing off on closing paperwork. So that brings me back to some too on the paperwork. When you're starting out these types of deals, you only need 2 documents. 1, the purchase and sales agreement, and 2, the authorization to release information. That's only 2 documents I have the seller sign from the beginning. I don't have them go through signing all them 50 disclosures and all of that other stuff, even though it's not 50, all those different things, because it's a lot of paperwork, and I want them signing that stuff in front of the attorney, because a lot of it has to be notarized and things anyway. So you only need 2 documents, purchase agreement and the authorization to release information. The authorization to release information basically gives you permission to speak to the bank on the seller's behalf. That's it. You can go verify. You can trust, but verify how much they owe, what's their interest rate, what's this, what's that. You can verify all of that stuff when you get that authorization to release information. And then the purchase and sales agreement just says that you're going to buy the house. They agree to sell you the house, you agree to buy the house. That's the only two documents I say to initiate these transactions. How do you handle the insurance policy? Do the new owner stay on? Good question. So when it comes to the insurance policy, we get a brand new non-owner occupied real estate insurance policy where we would have the bank on as the bank. The bank has to be named on there as an insured person. The seller name is always added as an additional insured. Got to keep the seller on there because the seller still got liability with the debt. And then we are the insured. So the bank stays on to show that they're there. And the seller stays on as an additional insured, brand new insurance policy that we pull out. Once our new policy starts, we can cancel the old policy because the bank, they're not going to pay that out anyway. If the house burned down on the fire, they're only going to pay out one. Two policies won't do you no good, so you only need one. Only cancel after the first one is in play, after yours is in place. All right, hopefully that answers your question there. Do you work with people in other states? Yes, nationwide. You can be in Alaska. You can be in Nebraska. You can be anywhere you want to be, and we'll do that because I'll see you before you see me. All right? Just caught you live. What's up, Miss Clay? How you doing? Glad to have you in here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share, and tag somebody who got to know about this real estate stuff. That answers my question. Oh, no problem. With the seller's mortgage payment hurt to do the debt ratio if they decide to buy another home. So that's the reason why we did this on a wrap around mortgage. We didn't do this on a subject to. In the event we did this deal in a deal of a subject to, the seller would have no recourse. If it's for whatever reason, if I stop paying, if we had bought this on a subject to, the seller has nothing they can do. They can't foreclose on me. And they don't have anything to show that they have something coming in to wipe out the debt to income ratio. So that's the purpose of why we close this deal and most of the deals on the wrap. I'd rather give the seller that peace of mind knowing that in the event, and that's why it's called a wrap, because we wrapped the underlying debt. We wrapped around the underlying lien that's already there, identical to the underlying lien, so that we pay whatever he was paying. If he was paying $1,000 a month, we're paying $1,000 a month. And that's typically how I try to structure these deals and not set them up to where, oh, well, the seller really want to make a cash flow. Hey, man, I'm saving you a lot of stuff. You ain't got to do no tenants, toilets, termites, fix up, nothing. We don't call you for nothing. You got your whole property dealt with and taken care of. Sign here and here. And you would be amazed at how many people are ready to go. The pain is hurting so much. They just don't want the house, and they'll sign it over to you, basically sign it over. So, no, it will not hurt them. Depending on what bank. Now, that's another thing that happens in our disclosure paperwork. It states in there, we don't guarantee you're going to be able to qualify for a loan. We don't guarantee anything in the future. We just know that we're going to make that payment. So we bind it on a wrap, and that's what gives them an extra document, a promissory note and another deed of trust to show that they have some interest in this property. All right. What's up? What's up? All right. Do you have information or training on purchasing tax lien auction property? So yeah, we did a stream about, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks ago with Miss Charmaine. Who was it? Yeah, Charmaine. Miss Robinson up in Chicago. You can go back and watch that and go on wokerealestate.com. You'll see I did a bunch of videos with a lot of heavy hitters that break it all down. She broke down a lot of that stuff in that video. Great video. And like I say, I try to bring on heavy hitters each and every week right here, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, or some type of case study that can help you in a deal that you're working on yourself. All right. So hopefully that all brings you some value. Let's see here. Let's see. Can you do this with the FHA loan? Sure. So it's not about can you do it. So that's another misconception. Oh, let me check with the bank and see if we can do it. It's not about getting the permission of the bank. The seller is the seller. They own the property for all intents and purposes. If they decide to sell you the house, you can decide to buy the house. Now, how you buy the house, that's a whole nother story. You know, you can do it any type of way. So you have to do it that way. Oh, no problem. Whitey. So yeah, check out wokerealestate.com. Everything you need for all of this creative stuff is right there, broken down for you in plain English. Paperwork, talking to sellers. You can see all the times that I've talked to sellers and all that type of stuff too. All right. So don't forget, we'll be on next week, next Monday night, with Mr. Chris Senegal, real estate developer out of Houston, Texas, October the 12th, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. He's basically buying back the block for real. We'll be on with him next Monday night. Make sure you're tuned in for that. That'll be a great show. The following week, we're on with another case study. How they made $14,000 in one deal. Miss Ashley and Joseph. I think they're out of Atlanta. I'm not sure. I think they're from somewhere. But yeah, they did their deal and they made 14 grand. And when was that? September 28th. So what, about a week ago? Week ago. Hey. So that's how we did that right there. We're going to have that on October 19th, 2 days after my birthday, October 17th. Lucky Libras in the house doing it just like that. The following week, we're on with Mr. D. Stevens. Make sure you're tuned in for him. Another real estate strategist. Pick his brain, ask questions. We're going to talk to him about some real estate strategy. He's a real estate strategist and coach, so make sure you're tuned in for that. If you want to be notified of these live streams that we do on Monday night, all you got to do is text JV to 31996. That'll get you on the notification squad. Plus, you'll get the free joint venture agreement. Works with other wholesalers, real estate agents, and other real estate investors. All right. Just text JV to 31996. If you're watching on the Woke Real Estate podcast or listening on the podcast on one of these, let's see, SoundCloud, Anchor, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, any of them, give us a 5-star rating. That'll be greatly appreciated. Helps us out immensely. You wouldn't know how much that helps the algorithm. Just a little thumbs up, just a share, and even giving comments. So even if you came in on this late or you're watching it on a replay, leave a smart alecky comment. Let me know you came in. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. And we'll see if we can help you out. All right, that's right. Libra gang, the scales on them. Hey, we scales on them. Is the free way that we go to the first page of Google and get motivator seller calling us? Well, is there a free way that we can get on the first page of Google? Yeah, search engine optimization. SEO. Let's see something here. SEO, right? So let's go to Google. Right? Sell my house for cash St. Louis. Right? So when you put in sell my house for cash St. Louis, you got these people here, right? Advertisement. These people here, right? Advertisement. These people here, right? They're all paying to be up there, right? But look who right here. We Buy Houses St. Louis. We Buy Ugly Houses. That's some other company. And then look who's right here. STLCB.com. St. Louis cash buyers buying your house for cash. That's how I organically moved it up by search engine optimization to get us up on the first page. And when people come on, they can come on and look at testimonials of people we've worked with in the past, and they'll say, oh man, you're the real deal. I thought you was faking it. We serious, man. We out here. So that's that. So yeah, search engine optimization. Put you some videos on your page and go learn how to do SEO or pay someone to do SEO. The free way is learn how to do it yourself like I did. I built about 50 websites. I didn't build this one. I just structured it. This is a carrot site. And so, like I said, if you ever want to find out exactly everything that I use, just go to wokerealestate.com and that breaks it all down right there. All right. Watching in replay. Better late than never, I guess is what you're saying, Lily. You always come after the fact, Lily, but you be there. You shows up. Show up and win, all right? So hopefully I provided you all some type of value today. Like I said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Give it a share. We're about to be dropping this Pinpoint Assist app here soon. It's supposed to already came out, but it's slightly delayed. That's going to be an app you can manage your boots on the ground, manage your marketing signs, aka bandit signs, to know exactly where they're put out at all across, wherever, nationwide. So it's going to actually help you manage your team, whether they're going to do pictures, to look at properties, assess repairs, things like that. They upload the information into your system, into the app, and then you can have access to it at any time. So that's pinpointassist.com. Go check it out. Get on the wait list, and that'll be coming out here any day now. Pinpointassist.com for the app. All right, check that out. Any other questions, comments, concerns before I roll? Don't forget to follow me on all social media outlets at ChrisMonroeSTL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's YouTube. Don't forget that YouTube, where we talking about everything from the rooter to the tutor, real estate live. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications so you'll know when we go live. I do periodically go live and do walkthroughs on properties. We call it Should I Buy or Say Bye Bye. If you want to do a virtual walkthrough with a deal. All right. So hopefully you all learned something tonight. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Chris Monroe STL. And hopefully you all have yourself a great night. Don't forget this broadcast was brought to you by wholesalers.com. If you're looking for leads, more leads than you can handle, go to wholesalers.com. That's give you a 7-day free trial to PropStream. Just go check it out. wholesalers.com. You can get up to 10,000 leads per month. Download it straight to your computer, and you'll be ready to go just like that. You can't even call them people. So once you get a list of any type of list you want, you take them over to wokeskiptracing.com. Get you some skip tracing as low as 15 cents per match, not per search, per match. That's 15 cents, as low as 15 cents at wokeskiptracing.com. And like I said earlier, if you want the contracts, cool gear, or coaching, all that's found at wokerealestates.com. So with all that being said, do what you do, be who you be, and I'll see you before you see me. Peace.
And we here. And we here. And we here. Mr. I stay. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Mr. I stay.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by wokeskiptracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match, not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. Wokeskiptracing.com. That's wokeskiptracing.com.